Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today's review, we're going to find out how you clean mower blades. I've got 3, 6, 9, 10 mower blades that I have to clean every year. I'm going to show you how I do it. You might get a good tip off of this to save you a lot of time and aggravation cleaning mower blades. Let's go over to the bench. Let's take a look. Okay, start off with the mower blades. These are mower blades that I took off in the fall of last year, and I just zip tied them up, and you could see what they look like, right? So what's this rig right here? Well, this is just a piece of 4-inch sewer pipe and some, I'm using PVC like plastic, but you could use just ordinary wood if you want. And I just cut the top out of it here, not completely the whole top, but I'm going to show you the reason why. And all I did was use some hot glue. That's it, my hot glue gun. And the only thing I used was this glue gun here, and I used some ordinary dish soap. Now, what did I use before this? Before, I had an old wallpaper roll, you know, where you soak your wallpaper in, and it's made out of plastic. Well, that lasted me for many, many, many years. So I decided to make this one that's going to last me, well, as long as I'm ever going to need it. And it's just hot glue on there. There's nothing else to it. And the interesting part is, what did I do with this other piece? Well, I'm going to show you that at the end. But let's put the blades in, and I'll show you how this works. Okay, so I put the blades in here, and what are on these blades? It's just grass. That's all there is. There's no grease or anything. Just grass, and that's about it. And all I do is I just take my ordinary dish soap, and I just run a bead along here like this, and that's it. Now, what's the reason for the soap? Well, I find that it helps break it all down faster. And the next thing I do is, well, I just go in the house and I get a bucket of water. And it's just as easy as getting the water, and that's it right there. Now, you can use a wallpaper container like I did for many, many, many years. Works fine. But this here, just like that, well, I tell you what, it does wonders on breaking all that up and making sure that when you pull it out, the most it is slimy, and all the grass comes off, and it works fantastic. Of course, it's just hot water, and you know, it just breaks down everything so easily. And the best part about it is it makes it so much easier for when you're going to sharpen it and then balance. Okay, so let's take a look. It's been sitting in there for about 5 minutes, and yeah, you could see how this is all breaking up, right? See how easy that comes off now? There's no like heavy duty scrubbing or putting it on a wire wheel or any of that stuff. I mean, it comes off. Like, all you usually have to do is just get a rag and just wipe it off, and that's it. There's no wire wheeling and scrubbing and scraping with a scraper and everything else. Now, that's only 5 minutes, so I'll leave that for until it cools right down, and then I can sharpen and balance. Okay, so the next obvious question would be, well, Steve, how do you sharpen and how do you balance, you know, the mower blades? Like I said, I have 10 of them. So I'll put links down below and some video preview cards at the end, how I sharpen it and how I balance each blade. But, you know, the whole thing behind this idea here is it's really just convenience. You know, rather than getting a scraper and wire wheel and brushes and all that kind of stuff, this does all the work for me. So now, what did I do with that piece at the end? Hold on, don't go nowhere. Okay, you ready? This is it. So I did pretty much the same thing. Is I got a couple of ends, and I just hot glued the ends on. And this is a feeder for my backyard. And There's so many birds out there that don't like to go on a pole, pole feeder where there's 4 or 5 different spots where they can land. Some birds, especially cardinals, like an open feeder like this. So this will work fantastic for the birds come this fall. So thanks for joining me here today. Come back again. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe and see some interesting things that I do every week. Cheers.